And now, our feature presentation.
What you are about to hear may be offensive to some portions of our listening audience. If you are easily offended by references to normal human bodily, social, and cultural functions, please exercise your right to control yourself and stop listening now. That is, tune out, turn off, on, or up if you're into this sort of thing. And now, for our feature.
Understanding your radio is important. The controls are simple to operate, the most important being the channel selection. The radio should be equipped
with your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. You are waking up right now with that Rise and Grind Morning Show.
I need some volume on my headset.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever had to do in my life.
What are you doing? Stop
Don't
playing
talk
with
about
it.
All right, I got that. Are you there? Oh, you're talking off in the distance. I was like, why is your mic sound?
I'm a little bit away.
Today's National Merry Music Day, so make sure you're merry in your music. National Greasy Day, Sourest Day, International Artist Day, and Chucky. Artist Day and Chucky. And the Notorious Killer Day.
Oh, like the doll?
The Notorious Killer. It's the final weekend of October. Singer-songwriter Sierra, a.k.a. Mrs. Russell Wilson, turns 39 today. Katy Perry turns the big 4-0 today. It's the final weekend of October. Bashad Brooks, singer-songwriter, turns 44 today. Craig Robinson, 53. Samantha Bee, 55. Drummer Chad Smith of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 63. And Miss C. Marion Ross, a.k.a. Mrs. Cunningham from Happy Days, 96 years old today.
Aw, Mrs. Cunningham.
And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Let's go ahead and stretch it out.
Good morning, Robbie.
Good morning, everybody watching on the streams, listening on the app. I appreciate you being on with Big Mama Radio today. It means the world. If anyone has seen Darlene, please call us. 239-888-5675.
Do we put her face on the milk or the wine?
I don't know. Hope she's okay.
Yeah.
She had a situation that she had to take care of, and we haven't heard from her, so we're hoping that everything is all right. I'm sure we'll find out soon. Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon will recommend that Eric, 53, and Lyle Menendez, 56, who are serving life sentences for the shotgun murders of their parents, Jose and Kitty, more than 30 years ago, will be resentenced. The full story coming up in the scroll. Cardi B says that she suffered a medical emergency and will no longer be performing at the One Music Fest in Atlanta tomorrow. Medical emergency. They're starting to retrieve things from a Spanish ship that sank off the coast of Florida in 1715, including several onion-shaped glass bottles that somehow survived 300 years under the sea. Under the sea.
I wonder if they're pineapple shaped.
Taco Bell's adding some retro items to their menu. All items they once served, they discontinued. Starting on Halloween, you'll be able to get the tostada from the 60s with green sauce, the green sauce burrito from the 70s, and the Mexi Melt from the 80s, and the Gordita Supreme from the 90s.
I want to see them bring back the cinnamon twist from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, that was better. Now it's
They weren't
weird.
even twists back then. They were like chips.
And they were better.
Way better.
I don't remember those.
It's like the old school apple pies at McDonald's. Very similar. Crap.
Right.
Not baked. Can I put up the volume in my head?
What?
Can you put up the volume in my head?
In your headphones?
We're good.
I can't make the voice in your head be any louder, but I can turn up your headphones.
It goes up on its own. I've seen it.
An Iowa man was arrested for allegedly attacking a woman and attempting to strangle her with an American flag.
No.
What?
Freedom. What?
In Las Vegas, the Sphere lit up with a giant "I voted" sticker. The Cyntricals crowd was quick to point out that it's too young to legally vote.
Aw.
Can't vote yet. You silly sphere. A Louisiana woman who took up running at the age of 100 died at 108. My takeaway from that, exercise is deadly.
Will kill you.
Yeah.
Eat a donut.
I got my blood work back.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to redo it fasting. Either that or I'm getting ready to die.
Are you trying to cheat the results and be
I'm
like
trying
good
to-
for like
no,
a week
no,
and then go?
No, so you're supposed to fast the blood work I did, but I had to get my testosterone blood work, so I was just like, just do it. Let's see what happens. And I just ate Arby's 2 hours before.
No.
And it's way through the roof. It's jacked. Because you know what? That son of a, what's his name?
Now you can get Ozempic.
Morgan, John Morgan. You watch John Morgan on social media?
I might.
One of my favorite people to watch.
Really?
So he used to do these John in 60 seconds where he would do the most outlandish videos in 60 seconds. He did one with his marijuana card once, and then he blasted on Arby's and called them a drug business.
Really?
He goes, who the hell eats at Arby's? How is Arby's still in business?
Right.
I drive by every day and they're still in business. I never see anyone in the drive-thru. They have to be running drugs or trafficking children or something like that.
Like-
Arby's responded by sending him a whole swag bag of shit, including a jumpsuit.
Nice.
A jump?
So now he's
I
like,
gotta go bash Arby's to see
now
what I
he's
get.
an Arby's fan, and he's also got another platter, and he was talking about it, and I'm like, the other day I'm passing by Arby's, I'm like, man, I think it's been like 3-4 years since I've had Arby's.
Yeah.
Once a year, I get that beef and cheddar.
You're
gravy,
right. You got to get a little
Yeah.
bit every
You don't
now
get
and then.
one,
With
you
that
get
Horsey
three.
sauce.
Oh my
and the
God, I
other
can't
good
do it.
Take
all
three.
that
I
garbage.
can't, I definitely can't do
Don't
it.
let him fool you.
What else do I have for you? TJI Fridays may declare bankruptcy. Next year, they're going to become TJI Halloweens.
Yeah.
Wallenub named New York as the top city for celebrating Halloween. The Jets and Giants do their part by masquerading as NFL teams.
Aww.
Los Angeles is named one of the best places in the country to celebrate Halloween. The streets will be crowded with people who love their faces distorted into scary shape, and those are the ones with the Botox. Oh, I don't like that at all. We spend nearly a third of our lives sleeping, well, 2/3 if you're currently president.
Aww.
Oh.
Stop it.
Maybe 3/4.
old.
Maybe even 3/4.
You can't help it.
He had a long day on the beach. Come on.
Did you hear about Beetlejuice coming out and going against Trump?
No.
Oh my God, the audio is hellacious. I don't even want to know what the video is like. I heard it on news radio.
Yeah.
And he's all like, Trump is not your friend. He doesn't like you.
What?
I don't like you either. Oh, yeah, that's it. Play that video right there. Play it. That's the one. That's the one. Go down. The video was there.
Beta juice, beta juice, beta juice.
How did I miss it?
Go back. It's right there.
This video?
That video right there.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he's got an opinion. No, that's the seat. That's not it. Go down. That's not it. That's the trailer. Go down.
Hang on. I
Scroll.
gotta turn it off.
Scroll.
Sequel teaser.
Oh, they're not gonna. Where is it? It's gotta
I'll
be-
find it. We'll get back
All
to
right,
it.
get back to it. Tell me when you have it.
Ah.
We spend nearly a third of our lives sleeping. Oh, I already told you that. President Biden is going to apologize for the policy of forcing Native American children into boarding schools, which began 150 years ago. He's expected to say he was young and stupid and never should have voted for it.
What?
Let that sink in. 150 years ago.
What? Yeah, I'm like trying to do the math here.
Beyonce will be at Kamala Harris's rally tonight in Houston. I guess she and Jay-Z have nothing better to do Friday night now that Diddy's locked up.
Yo, Diddy.
Michael Keaton comment. That's what you want. Or maybe Michael Keaton supports Kamala. That's what it'll say.
Wait, he's on for Kamala?
Oh, absolutely he
I
is.
didn't. That's what I was looking for the wrong stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. What else do I have for you? Liam, check this out. We talked about this. A 72-year-old Liam Neeson says he's almost time to retire from action movies. He's already traded a particular set of skills for a particular set of pills. I'm on fire today. Don't mess with me, baby. And that is what's really going on. Oh, man, There it is.
This is the one?
This is it. Listen to this guy's voice.
Hey, hi, Michael. You know,
Michael.
for some of you folks who,
Now, don't watch the video.
guys mostly, I guess, who are
What?
thinking about attending a rally with
Because
Musk
if you don't see his face.
and Trump,
Okay. Put something else on.
they don't
Put a-
really respect you. They laugh at you behind your back. They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common with you. They're not your bros.
That's your guy.
That's not my guy.
And
That's your
I'm
guy.
telling
Mine's
you,
a
when
cartoon.
Trump
That's your guy.
years ago, I
He just
guess,
happens to play
said,
the guy I
That's
like.
your guy.
I could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they'd still vote for me. Basically, what he's saying in parentheses is, these people are
But
so
by the way, he
stupid,
doesn't
they're
look
so
bad for
dumb.
his age.
They'd
How old
still
is he,
vote for
150?
me.
Yeah, pretty much.
They have no respect for you. Trust me.
All right, we're done with that audio.
Boo.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Stick to
Isn't it
acting.
great? Here's the deal. If you sit at home right now waiting for a celebrity to come out and support a candidate, and go, finally,
Yeah.
I know where to go vote. You're doing it wrong.
Right.
I just want to go on the record and say that. I know a lot of people don't want to say that. I'm not all. I don't care if what celebrity supports who. Your opinion doesn't matter to me because I'm not in your tax bracket.
You know, I trolled my favorite band when they say some crap about, like, when back in COVID, they're like, we're only going to have concerts for people that are vaccinated and wear a mask. And I freaking trolled the shit out of them, and they took that shit down. I was like, we don't give a fuck about your
I
opinion,
always
dude.
want to troll
But to
my
be
old
fair, a
radio
couple
station,
million
but they're
people
just
did
going to
with
block
you.
me. What?
Yeah.
I said, to be fair, a couple
I'm like,
people
you
did
understand
couple
we're
million people did
millennials.
with
I mean,
her.
I said we're not millennials. We're like Generation X. We ain't playing this game. Like, you're wrong audience, bro. Wrong
Right,
audience.
Right. Well, you just try to get a venue to agree to have you. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
And then,
Yeah.
and
The
then also
world-
they took it down.
You didn't have to be. You see, where I worked, they were like, we have a vaccine mandate. I said, with me, you don't.
No.
Jesus told me I'm good.
Did you hear a bunch of
What?
people are getting money?
And I said, what?
They're getting money and reinstated from being let go from their careers for refusing the vaccination. That just went down in New York, I believe. And it was like nursing staff and stuff like that were let go.
But that's not the way. See, if you're a smart corporation, you're like, oh, he doesn't want to get the vaccine. Let's start his exit process.
Right.
And then they're like scheduling you to work on a Saturday and put it on a little piece of paper on your door the size of an inch. But
Right.
They notified you.
Right. And then we're going to change your
Right.
chair to the crap one.
Right. So it's just a scam. Like, it's a hustle. It is what it is. They tried to get me to not only get a vaccine but also be a supporter of the vaccine. I was like, hell no.
You know what's funny?
You guys are crazy out of your mind. I'm like, what are you guys even saying? And you know what? Here's the deal. Yesterday I saw my attorney at Brooks.
like you
Like
called
my
him,
my
or he
attorney.
just showed
No,
up?
no. She just showed up and she
Okay.
was just there. And like I don't see her like in regular world, only when it's law time. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I mean, we know each other, and I've DJ'd parties for her, and
When it's 15-minute increments, that's when you see her.
and we were talking about the whole thing, and her partner was like, you guys should have sued him just on principle.
Right.
And probably should have. We probably should have taken it. I would have given
People
her
are
all the
winning
money.
now.
She would have got all my severance, but I didn't get any severance anyway. At least one of my friends would have got it.
Maybe you would own a station.
That's what I should have done. I was dumb. Yeah, go ahead, sue him. You take all the money.
I need rights to the entire station because you violated me. And there you go. Take it.
Right.
Well, I just searched on lawsuits over the vaccine, and literally there's whole businesses that are built now for this.
Yeah.
Well, because it was ridiculous. And some people are now realizing that the vaccine they got has been recalled.
Yeah.
And they no longer distribute it. And you're like, what? I got it in my body. What do you mean you can't get it? It's in my body already.
Yeah, there's a lot of things
Right.
that happen there. It's like,
Would you buy a car that I said I invented right a month ago, and here's the production model? Take it for a drive.
no.
It all depends.
Right. Nobody's getting in a car if all of a sudden Chevrolet was like, guess what, guys?
We're in the airplane business
Right.
now.
We just created the first ever flying car. They're $9,000. Go get one right now. And you're like, what? $9,000? I can afford that right now. What's the payment on that? Like $14? Yeah, I'm in. So you run to the store, you run to the dealership, you buy one. Are you going to get in it and fly? No.
If it
Because
has-
you're going to wait for somebody else. You're like, Sean, go buy one of those. I know you will.
Yeah.
If it has CarPlay, I'm in.
Right. Right. As long as I can listen to Big Mama Radio. That's what's
There
up.
you go.
Scrolling up. Scrolling down. Checking your Instagram. Scrolling up.
Scroll up.
Scrolling down. Checking your Instagram.
Not bad.
Instagram.
Get excited about it.
Instagram.
By the way,
Got a full view of that one.
our engineer is having a blast with the cameras today. Make sure you go check out our stream on YouTube, Facebook, Rumble, and your mom's bedroom. She's watching.
For just $9.99.
For just $9.99, I can show you how to do the same thing I'm doing each and every day. All you have to do is buy my plan. It is a 12-step plan to be unsuccessful as quickly as you possibly can. I'm just kidding.
And how to piss off a lot
You know,
of
it's
people
funny.
on the way
I
up.
haven't had like a one-on-one with my lawyer. She's all like, well, how's everything going? I was like, Finn's playing hockey. Izzy's a freshman. I'm not late on any of my bills, and I still live in the house that you helped me get. Like she was basically my agent in life.
Aw.
And still is. Like, if I call her, you're in trouble. Shout out to Rita Jackman, by the way. I love that woman.
You always got to have someone in your corner.
46 people hospitalized with food poisoning in Maryland after sharing meal prepared by coworker.
Yikes.
Oh, he hates everybody or she or whoever.
So
What do you think
quarter
was in
pounder
it?
patties.
What do you think was in it?
Quarter
Visine.
pounder patties.
Huh?
Visine.
Visine, let's find out. 46 people are hospitalized in a foodborne illness outbreak this week after they shared a dish at their workplace in Maryland. Howard County Fire and Rescue responded at 3:45 p.m. Monday to the Chesapeake Bay Court in Jessup, just about 15 miles southwest of Baltimore, and reported multiple patients with food poisoning. The 46 all adults were evaluated and taken to different area hospitals, all with non-critical illnesses. The workers reportedly became ill roughly an hour after eating a noodle dish. The Howard County Health Department said it was working with the Maryland Department of Health to investigate the exact cause of the incident and said it's not believed to have been intentional. Preliminary indications are that the illness was related to outside food prepared by an employee and shared with others at the facility. The department is now talking to the affected to learn more specific details about the food in question. At this time, we are not aware of any other further illnesses connected to the incident, and they believe little risk is a little risk to the larger community. All 46 were hospitalized, have been released. The Maryland Health Department reiterated on X that it's not currently aware of any risk to further illness connected to this incident. The article, we'll find. We may never find out what it was. But,
Poop.
right, we don't know. Everybody got high, man. I made you some weed noodles,
Enjoy
man.
the noodles.
You ever had noodles? You ever had noodles on weed? It'll be the best noodles you ever eaten, man. Susan
all right.
Simpson, San Antonio mom of four, still missing after her husband and his business partner are arrested. The search for missing Texas mother is entering its third week as police continue to investigate into her disappearance, will lead to the arrest of her husband and his business partner. Suzanne Simpson, 51, a mother of four, was last seen outside her San Antonio home on the morning of October 7th by her neighbor. Neighbors called the police after they saw her arguing with her husband, Brad Simpson. A police report obtained by the news said a neighbor saw the couple physically fighting with Brad Simpson, grabbing her upper torso area to gain control of her body. The neighbor later heard screaming coming from the nearby woods. Brad Simpson's truck leaving an hour later. Barbara Clark, Suzanne Simpson's mother, told the news that she knew of one previous physical altercation between the couple. Clark said that she didn't understand what had happened before her daughter's disappearance. It wasn't a part of her life or his behavior. I've known him for a long time, Clark said. She told the station at a candlelight vigil that she doesn't believe her daughter is alive.
Really?
Brad Simpson was arrested on October 10th and faces 2 charges of family violence, according to court records. The San Antonio Public Defender's Office, which is representing Simpson, declined to comment. Cam, you got a public defender?
Yeah.
You murdered your wife, you got a public defender?
Sounds like you in trouble.
You going to jail.
Yeah, that's the one they just give you just so that they say they gave you something.
And a story that is going to blow up today and only get bigger over the next few. Ladies and gentlemen, prosecutors, not the defensive team, but the prosecutors will recommend that Eric and Lyle Mendez be resentenced for the 1989 killings of their parents in the family Beverly Hills home, providing the brothers with a chance of freedom after 34 years behind bars. The Los Angeles County District Attorney George Gascon announced during a Thursday news interview that his office would recommend that the brothers be sentenced to 50 years to life because they were under 26 years old at the time of the crimes, and they were eligible for parole immediately. I came to a place where I believe under the law resentencing is appropriate, Gascon said. He said some members of his office opposed the decision. Prosecutors will file the petition on Friday, and a hearing before the judge could come within the next month or so. The Mendez brothers were sentenced in 1996 to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Lyle, then 21, and Eric, then 18, admitted they fatally shot their entertainment executive father, Jose Menendez, and their mother, Kitty Menendez. The brothers said they feared their parents were about to kill them to stop people from finding out the Jose Menendez had sexually abused Eric Menendez for years. The brothers' extended family are pleaded to their release, saying they deserve to be free after decades behind bars. Several family members have said that today's world, which is more aware of the impact of sexual abuse, the brothers would not have been convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to life. Multiple members of their extended family, including their aunt Joan Anderson Vandermolen, sat on the first few rows Thursday's news conference. Vandermolen was Kitty Menendez's sister and has publicly supported their release. Mark Garagos, an attorney for the brothers, was also there. Amaria Barely, a niece for Jose Menendez, said the district attorney brave and necessary decision means Lyle and Eric can finally begin to heal from the trauma of their past. The Mendez brothers were tried twice for their parents' murders, with the first trial ending in a hung jury. Prosecutors at the time contended that there was no evidence of molestation, and many details of their story of sexual abuse were not permitted in the second trial. The district attorney's office also said back then that the brothers were after their parents' multi-million-dollar estate. Gascon said he made the final decision only an hour before the news conference, and the family members were told just minutes before. Despite their life sentence, Gascon said that the brothers worked on redemption and rehabilitation inside the prison. I believe that they have paid their debt to society.
You know, I was watching that document, not the show that everybody's been talking about, but like a little documentary thing that they were doing on them. And there were 27 family members that were coming out and saying that they knew that there was something going on with the father, because when the boy was 8 years old, he wrote a letter to his cousin telling them, you know, how their father was abusing them and using a toothbrush and doing all these things, and his father was touching him, and I mean, like, a lot of that stuff. And then the other one, the older one, actually asked another cousin, does your dad touch you too? And then I guess that cousin told his mom, and then they confronted the mother, and then the mother kind of like shunned everybody away. So it was like the family obviously knew something was wrong. The kids were little and talking about it, and then obviously then, you know, 10, 15 years later, then this happens. But this seems like they were being abused as little kids.
You know, one of the things that's always disappointed me about this stuff is they don't necessarily go after the people that knew what was going on.
No.
I mean, how do you live in a tiny home or a home with somebody and have them abusing your children for years and years and years and years and years and years, and you're oblivious? I don't buy that.
Not a tiny home they lived in.
I don't buy that. Yeah, but still, I don't
Not
buy
at
that.
all.
They live in a
It's a
mansion.
family. It's a
And now
family.
Menudo, one of the members from Menudo from back in the...
Well, they
you
knew
know,
about
back then,
that. So
yeah,
this
was accused.
evidence was submitted in the first trial, and that's why it was a hung jury
Yeah.
and a mistrial. And then they said, well, that evidence can't be submitted in the second trial because they need to eliminate it so they wouldn't have a hung jury. Well, in all aspects of time, and it has to be submitted, admitted into evidence. This Menudo kid who said he was molested by Jose Menendez as well should also be able to.
And they did say that he also had a very weird obsession with Ricky Martin when he was a boy in Menudo. So that there could be more to this. That's what I think.
He's a mini Diddy.
He was a Diddy back then.
Well, that's,
Yeah, they're all Diddies.
they're all coming out.
Yeah.
Just so you know, if you are an inappropriate person and you're a superstar, you're going
Not
down.
a good time for you.
You're going down. You should definitely, and they're disappeared. Like TMZ is boring.
Yeah.
You go to TMZ, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
They don't
Right
wanna
now,
talk about it.
like if I went to TMZ and I wanted to just scroll it to say, what the hell, like, right? You just to see what it is.
And you know what's funny? One of the main defaults on like people saying, well, that's not true because TMZ hasn't said it. And, like if you go on TikTok, a lot of people, that's the comment. Well, I haven't seen it on TMZ, so it not
The,
that's not be
the
true.
Menendez story, which is really
Like,
national news. Bruce Springsteen, Trump not running for president. He wants to be your tyrant in chief, is what this. So political.
Yeah.
Bunny XO. Lions, Kirby. So now we're talking about football play. These are the top stories they have.
Yeah.
Gypsy Rose.
Okay, we're tired.
True
of her.
crime.
Yeah.
And then it goes back into Menendez. Like, you're not seeing anything about Britney. You're not hearing anything about Justin. You're not hearing anything about any celebrity in the world. Kim Kardashian's making a statement about Menendez. They're like, you're not. They're if they are out in public, it's very low key and it's official. They've gone into hiding and there's a ton of them that have.
There was a
And people should be questioning that. Where is your role model?
Thank you. Absolutely. There was an actual paparazzi dude that was outside of the biggest event, that event that they just had where all these Hollywood people were showing up and musicians. And he literally tells the cops, he's like, can I ask about P. Diddy? And the guy's like, you can do whatever you want because they're on the side of the, on the press
Right.
side. And so he starts screaming at everybody that comes in, hey, Usher, what are you going to talk about P. Diddy? Hey, Jay-Z, what are you going to talk about P. Diddy? And then like, they're just like, they're like all waving. And as soon as they say that, they just kind of turn around and keep walking. And then the other paparazzi that's there, they're like, well, you got to stop. They're afraid to talk. And he's like, well, I'm not afraid to out them.
Talk, yeah.
I'm not afraid to out them. He was literally like going back and forth with the other paparazzi saying they're afraid to talk because there's people that can kill them.
I want your phone during the break so I can scroll your TikTok.
Yeah, you should.
It'll be fun for me.
It's good.
It would be. Just be a blast.
It's a twisted rabbit hole.
Oh, I watch all the weird stuff. I'm all about it.
I know. Now you talk about it, my phone's like, oh, you want to go down that rabbit hole too? I'll take you.
Yeah.
I'm getting all the weird stuff too.
I'll start tagging you on everything. Not that you'll pay attention to me, but I will.
I pay attention to everything. I'm a very busy person. Good Lord, an event on Tuesday, an event on Wednesday, an event on Thursday, an event on Friday, 2 events on Saturday. No, I'm busy.
Put me on the schedule.
And I'm doing the show. I haven't once said, you just for the record, you're the only reason that we have not called it one day this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You think I got a wedding today? Today.
What about everybody listening? Look at them. They want to hear this crap.
I know. I'm just being honest with you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
But I do have to have a crazy day today because tomorrow is a very special day.
Right. I'm about to talk about it.
I know.
But first, the best horror movies of this century.
Yes, tell me.
Let's go down top 10. Number 10, The Substance.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either. Black Swan, number 9.
No, it's not.
It Follows, number 8.
It's all right.
The Babadook
Never heard of it.
from 2014. Hereditary.
All right, but not great.
Get Out. The Witch.
Nah.
Number 3, The Wailing.
No, who did this list? This is not good.
Number 2, 28 Days Later.
Yes, that I guess.
And
that's
number
good.
1, Kill List.
No.
Right. Halloween, Friday the 13th, Psycho. They're staples of Halloween seasons, but we've seen them a million times. If you're looking for something more recent, USA Today put together a list of the top horror movies of this century. Some of the ones we didn't talk about, Shaun of the Dead is on this list at 15. Cabin
That's
in the
not
Woods
really
at
a horror
14.
movie.
That's
Right.
not hard.
It's a
That's
comedy.
funny. That's a comedy.
Right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. But what you got to get pumped up about is it's coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm talking about Boo Bash. Is tomorrow, 11 a.m., Big John's Plaza. Put the kids in their costumes. Come on out and let's have let's kick off your trunk or treat Saturday. Because coming up here in a little bit, I'll tell you about all the events that are going on so that you can marinate and make yourself from spot to spot to spot. But when it comes to trunk or treat, you want to start at 11 a.m. at Big John's Plaza with SJC Technologies and John Michael Diamond and Jewelry, and I and Big Mama Radio going to be in the building.
Did you see we made the news?
I did. That's you.
No.
It's gonna be huge this year.
It's going to be huge.
Huge.
There's going to be a lot of people.
How many Donald Trumps do you think I'm gonna take a picture with?
Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
How many?
You should get like a whole sea of them.
I'm
and
betting
just be
5.
right in the middle.
I've got
Kids?
money on 5.
Kids dressed as Trump?
Adults, kids, who cares?
There's going to be a lot. I'm a great costume, but a very lot of people like to dress like me. I don't understand why, but I am appreciative of the people that believe.
We should dress like ballot boxes.
I got mine. Mine came in
The
yesterday.
Riller Flash Mob is going to be coming tomorrow.
Oh, yes, they are. They are. We've got a whole bunch of dancers that are going to be there, and I'm excited because they're witchy. They do a witchy dance.
You can come get a good picture with me, but I can't promise to dance. I'm not so great at that.
I will. My costume came in.
Did it really?
Yeah.
The Nacho
Does it
Libre.
look good?
No, the other one that I'm not telling anybody about. I
The
love
sexy
it.
one.
Right, I love it.
Are you gonna
A
be
lot.
You're gonna be wearing it just randomly around your house.
Right.
Just show up in it.
And I can't wait for the.
You should pick up your daughter from school like that.
You can't.
Why not?
You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, the other one.
Yeah.
I was talking about the big one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
What do you mean you can't?
I'm in a car.
Oh, well, have somebody drive you.
Stand in the back.
Just ride in the
waving
back
like
of
I'm
the
in a
truck.
parade.
Ride the back of the truck. You got this.
That'll be fine. We'll get you one of those little tea stand things that you can hold on to and wave at people.
Listen, it's trunk or treat, tons of candy, cotton candy, snow cones, popcorn, food trucks, and more. All going to be out there. Everyone is going to be out. There's going to be so much. There's going to be a lot of things
Okay.
to do.
Bluey, The Incredibles, Deadpool,
Star Wars. Transylvania.
Wonder Woman,
Star Wars
Superman,
isn't a superhero.
Superwoman.
They are.
What's Fasto going to be?
El Chapulín Colorado. We've got everybody.
The villain.
Aquaman. We got Aquaman.
You got Aquaman?
Yeah, we got Thor.
You got to look. If you're going to
Spider-Man.
listen, time out. Who's dressing up as Aquaman
No,
or Thor?
no, these are the people that are participating. I have nothing to do with that. Their
They may
theme
not
is
have
that.
costumes. Their booths are going
themes
to be
are.
decorated as
Yes.
those.
Yeah.
Okay.
So some of them will have costumes.
Oh, if you're
Some
going
of
to
them
dress
are
up as
off.
Aquaman, you better be
pulling it off.
right.
I think he does have a costume though. So let's
He
see
may,
what happens.
he may.
He said he got a beard
I feel
and
the same
everything.
thing about.
I mean, the person doing it doesn't go halfway usually. So.
No.
you're going to be Thor. You're going to be my friend for work.
I'm dying to see Joker. I know Joker's gonna go all out.
Well,
Because
I know-
he likes to dress up. So
And I
he'll do
know
the whole
Darth
Joker
Vader
thing.
has challenged Deadpool to a lightsaber battle. So
Yes.
You know, there's a guy out there that has a real Batman costume, right? Real. 100% real.
We seen him at
Yeah.
Grinch Fest. He took a picture with
he was not as popular as the Grinch.
the Grinch.
People
the Grinch
saw the
outdid him.
Grinch and left his line.
Don't have
That's all I'm saying.
Don't have costume envy.
That's all I'm saying.
Don't have costume envy, bro.
battles.
I don't.
It's okay.
I won.
Right. Right.
The
You
winner
upgraded.
doesn't have envy. How do
There's
you envy when you won?
I don't know. You never hear the winner saying I was great. His line was bad.
He put up
I've
his
seen
little.
it.
You
He
just
put
win.
up his little hands right in front of himself and tiptoed over to him. And then next thing you know, all the kids were following.
I had a line of people that followed me over so Batman didn't feel bad. And Batman's costume was
Badass.
the
Right.
holy
And
cow.
That's
So
why.
good.
That's why you
Holy
upgraded.
cow.
That's why you upgraded with Deadpool. I get what you're doing, dog. I get what you're
That
doing.
Batman costume
Yeah.
blew Deadpool away.
Right.
That,
Yeah, that's a
that
good
Batman
costume.
costume was probably 3 inches thick of rubber. It was crazy. I don't think I would
I
ever
know
want
the
to
guy
put
is
that thing on.
involved with that the
Charity thing,
the,
right?
The
He
police
went-
thing. The
yeah.
police thing. Yeah.
He was wearing he was wearing a badge
Oh.
on his Batman costume.
was he?
Yeah,
Was he?
it's cool.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. If you got a superhero costume, come out, have a great time, be with us this Saturday from 11 to 2. That's tomorrow. Live music, photo booths. I mean, everything is out there, man, and it all starts at 11 o'clock. And providing that Betty feeds us all, we'll all be happy and good going. So I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
We got
I'm just playing.
popcorn and snow cones.
How much does it cost?
Nothing.
I like asking you that.
Nothing. We do have a food
Have you
truck.
decided on your content on your costume?
Yes.
What are you doing?
Scarlet Witch.
Are you doing it? You're going to do it. You said you weren't sure if you were doing it.
Yeah,
She's got a Scarlet
I
Witch
have it,
costume
but I
that
have
equals a
to-
Deadpool costume.
I have to like convince myself that I'm gonna be okay in that costume, but it's okay. I'm gonna get over it.
You're
I'll
talking
be
about
over it.
confidence?
Yeah.
Who
I'll
cares?
just deal with it. I'll just deal with it.
Who cares?
I don't like that or no. I'm gonna be wearing leather. It's gonna be weird.
Well, the question. All right, this is
It's
how.
more like leather,
let me,
but
let me help.
whatever.
Let me help. Let me help.
Yeah.
Let me help real quick.
Yeah.
Are you gonna look for a sugar daddy tomorrow?
No, I already got one.
Are you gonna
Check.
try to get on the cover of a magazine or something tomorrow?
No, I'm good.
No, you're good.
I
Yeah.
am. I'm working.
Then who cares?
I'm gonna do what I want.
Then who cares?
F everybody.
Right.
Okay.
Look, if I get up every morning, I haven't shaved in 4 days. If I get up this morning and Sarah still kisses me goodbye, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, we're good.
All right.
That's it.
All right.
I have the confidence knowing that you have an amazing man,
Yeah.
aka a man you just called a sugar daddy. and
He's more like my sugar poppy. But
Oh,
whatever.
boy.
you can't say that
Oh, why?
because it
'Cause I'm
does something.
Spanish?
It does something for him when you call him Poppy,
Because I'm Spanish.
right? He's like, "Oh, she called me Poppy." Now you guys are gonna
Go
disappear
home.
during the next
Go
break.
home,
Time
bitch.
for the break.
We're
Right.
busy.
Show's over. Go home.
Everybody get out.
Go to your home.
Take Jonathan with you.
I'm a little disappointed because I have a great segment that I wanted Dee to be here for, and I hope. By the
She's
way,
okay.
Dee had a situation she couldn't be on the show yesterday, but we have not heard from her since. So we can only hope that everything is good and that she's all right, and that she'll be back for Boo
I think I
Bash
saw
tomorrow.
her friend Victoria pop in, so maybe if she can,
Maybe she can give us the skinny.
yeah, let us know.
Well, so we'll do it anyway because it's what's on my plan. So this is called The Show and Everything You Will Know. I'm going to ask you some questions,
Okay.
and everyone just has to answer them honestly. What is the most random hill you're willing to die on?
The most random hill.
For example, some people say pineapple on pizza is okay, and some people will be like, no, pineapple pizza isn't okay.
No.
What is that random hill that you're willing to die on? I know mine. Turkey sucks. Turkey is the worst thing ever made. You can't convince me otherwise. You don't have any other time, maybe once, twice a year, period.
Yeah.
Ham all year round, beef all year round, chicken all year round, pork all year round, turkey maybe twice, and maybe on lunch meat, and that's questionable if it's turkey.
Mine makes me sound like a bad person.
Okay, good. Tell me.
I don't like Christmas.
You had a bad experience.
Like for me, I feel like anxiety starts like now. It's anxiety, it's stress, it's people expecting something. I don't like it. I feel like I'm gonna like not.
You got to do what I do.
It makes me.
You got to do what I'm doing this
year.
year. You got to do what I'm doing. I agree. The same thing. Now, so for me, Betty, I just want to say, and I'm going to Sean, you're going to get this question. Just be ready to answer. I just want to say, I feel the same. I used to feel the same way. So for me, I was almost Scrooge's because I was like, it's like having a, it's
Like, I already
it's
feel
like
I'm
having a
late.
car payment every day.
I feel like I'm late already. I'm like, oh my god, I'm late. I'm late. Like I'm
Right.
done. Like,
Right. You got to get everything. Got to get everything.
I feel like that right
Here's what you have to do. You have to take Christmas and turn it into an experience. This year, we're going to Gatlinburg for Christmas. We're meeting my daughter and her man and his family in Gatlinburg. We're getting a cab and everybody's going, right? So, Christmas can only be so big because we have to transport it.
now. Right.
So, we are going to make it special and nice and fun, but it's more about the experience than it is about what's under the tree.
Yeah.
And having that experience with the family is so important. And the best part about it is I don't have to do what everybody else does.
Yeah. I just.
House to house to house to house
Yeah.
to house to house to house.
I always feel like I'm gonna let somebody know, no matter what. Like someone's gonna be unhappy.
I get it.
Someone's not gonna be like whatever. And I hate
get it.
that.
I totally feel your
Yeah.
pain. Well, how about you? Come on, give me the. Give me.
I've been there to see the reasons, so I'll go with Betty on this one. I get where she's coming from.
What's the most random? Of course you will, bro. You'll never go
I've been
against
there
her.
to
You
see
could be
it.
on this show full time, and you will never go against anything she says.
Oh.
You sleep in the same bed
Oh,
at
you
night
don't
with
know
her.
me.
Not on this show.
Oh, you
not
don't
on a
know
public. No, bro.
He argues for the
you
sake to
backpedal.
argue.
Nah, we'll find out. I will sit and hold my breath on the time that you do
It'll
that
happen.
because so far you've been 100% Team Betty with a B on your shirt and a couple of pom poms in your hand.
It's mostly because you've been wrong about everything you've thrown at her.
That's questionable. That's a wrong statement within itself.
Oh, there
Fake
you go.
news. It's just fake,
Fake
news. It's
news.
just over there
Fake
saying
news.
fake things, saying I did this, I did this. You can't trust a man who's trying to save his hair.
Oh, look, here we have some comments. We have cilantro sucks.
This is true.
This is Katie. Katie says that.
I-
This is
I'll
great.
give you that.
By the way,
Cilantro's
Christy,
horrible.
Christy came and
Wow.
played. Christy came and played trivia.
Did she?
And was in third place and bailed.
No. Really?
She was in third place and bailed. Now it was impossible because the first place team got the question right.
Yeah.
So they got their points, but she could have won, and she was like, "I'm not staying." She stayed until the final trivia. She left before I said, "You know, we only got one question left." She was like, "I can't say I got kids."
Aww.
Uh,
She ain't got no kids.
Christy?
there were kids there with them.
Oh,
she was with
oh,
somebody else.
okay,
We
gotcha.
buy turkey for sandwiches all the time. Turkey, Katie, turkey lunch meat.
It's not the same.
Go Google how turkey lunch meat is made. It's made with some turkey. Some.
Oh, they had Ashley's granddaughter. Okay, now
Yeah,
that makes sense.
right.
I'm like, she lying to you. She just totally lied
What's
to your
your
face.
weirdest habit that you can't break? The weirdest habit that you can't break.
The weirdest habit that I can't break.
Weird.
Busting into a song every time I hear like a random trigger word that reminds me of a weird ass movie. And then I'll just like sing about it. It's weird.
I really
know.
don't. This is such a hard question to answer for me. Like, I have bad habits that I can't break, but what's a weird habit that I have? I don't know of a weird habit that I have. I'm sure my wife knows this. Like, these could be questions you could totally ask my wife, and she'd be like, "Yeah, I know exactly what's weird."
I mumble to myself randomly, like just
Yeah.
randomly all the
Yeah,
time,
it's
and I
weird.
don't even know that I'm doing it. But I'll sit there and have a conversation with
She
myself.
does it in her sleep, too. It's
I do?
crazy, insane.
Oh, well, I got a lot to say. Somebody's got to hear me.
If your personality had a theme song, speaking of that, what would it be?
Oh,
Looney Tunes.
yours?
No, yours.
Oh, shut up.
We're not asking your opinion of your wife. We're asking
Yeah.
you of your
It'd
own
be-
opinion of yourself, and we don't need your
It
opinion.
might be. It might
We're not
be more.
asking.
It might be more fun the other way.
Sit over
Think it
there.
over.
Right?
I'm not, My
Oh.
wife's not here, so
What would be my theme song?
Looney Tunes.
Not
Pretty close to being
Stop
right.
it.
I mean, Sean's kind of on point.
Damn it.
Is there a Spanish version of Looney Tunes?
No.
It's like dun, 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 dun,
That's for
something.
white people.
Maybe.
My theme song for my personality,
Yeah.
all I do is win, 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 no matter what. That's my theme song. By the way, I wake up to that.
I pictured shuffling for you.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Shuffling, shuffling.
That's pretty good too. Right. Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. What about you, Sean? What's your theme song? Star Trek?
Probably.
I'm ready for your ass, bro.
What's
I'm
the
gonna fire off on you all day. You're gonna be pissed.
I just go with that because it's only getting worse from
Revenge
here.
of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerd. They didn't even have a
The
song.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah,
What
they
song?
did.
At the end of the first one, right? Poindexter. Yeah, with the spiked hair and the violin. Yeah.
I don't remember it.
That's
could
how-
do-
that
we-
was the finale of the.
Yeah.
Don't act like that wasn't your favorite movie
Yeah.
ever. You were like, we can get laid.
Or you could,
Oh, here we go.
yeah.
I wasn't in that group back then.
What's
sure.
I
Betty's
grew
song?
into that group.
Okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
It's
You
okay.
grew into it?
What's the one thing people are always surprised to learn about you?
Oh, the one thing that people are always surprised to learn about me. I don't know, because they don't tell me. I think I shock them too much and they run away. No, I don't know. I really don't know. What?
For years, it would be my age.
Really?
People
Yeah.
couldn't believe how old I was. Now I look my age, but for God, from 25 to 45, I look 25. Like, I didn't age that much at all. Matter of fact, I got younger for a few years at the end, like from 45 to 50.
Like that button kid?
Right. Like, it was very
He
weird.
went
I was like, I
backwards?
look, and I still don't think I look 52, but that's what I am. But for years, it was my age. Like, people couldn't believe my age. Now, they can't believe that I have time for anything because I make myself look extremely busy on social media. That's just me making myself look busy.
Well, you're kind of busy making yourself look busy, so in the end, it works.
You know, that's why I don't like social media,
Right?
because of the time it takes away from everything else.
I just thought of my song. Sorry, I'm on delay.
Oh, it's okay. What's your song?
I Want
It's
It by
Raining
Blue
Men?
October. No, I Want It by Blue October.
All
Nobody's
right.
going to know that. You're going to have to look it up. Find it.
Did you get offended by that? Don't get
A little
offended.
bit,
You're on the
a
show.
little-
Shut up,
A little
bitch.
bit. I mean, as a sugar daddy, that's a
I
concerning
would say
song.
whatever I want.
What?
All right.
That's a great song. It's very motivational.
I said it's raining men. You didn't hear
Oh,
me.
jeez.
It's raining bald men. Would that make you feel better?
In this room, pretty much.
I know this one
Oh,
already.
Bridget has 7 kids. That's what everybody's gets shocked when she tells them she's got 7 kids.
Wow.
Ooh,
That
tell me
I'm
the
gay.
dirt.
No one believes it. Fausto.
Oh, so
Really? I know. I was blown away when someone.
What?
You're telling me for the first time right now.
Oh my goodness!
I had no idea. Fausto's gay?
What?
What? I thought that guy was his best friend.
I know.
They were
I
just
had
really
no
close.
idea. I just thought he
He was
wore
like his
really tight
stepbrother.
pants.
Lifelong
It
buddies.
was like his stepbrother.
Right.
Did we just
I
become
love-
best friends? So much room for activities. I thought that was his buddy, man.
What is your irrational angry trigger?
Oh. When I know I'm being lied to, and I literally know, and I can't tell you that I know, and it triggers me. Like I want to fight somebody.
Why can't you tell somebody that you know?
Because usually it's because there's a lot of other sequences in play, and I'm like, dude, I freaking know everything.
Oh, if I know you're lying to me, the next question, you'll tell me something. I'll be like, "Are you sure that's how it went down?"
Yeah, like you liar.
If I ask you, is that really how it went down? I know how it went down.
Right.
My dad taught me that. He was a sneaky. My
I
dad would be
hate
like,
that.
"What did you do in the Taco Bell parking lot today at lunch?" I'm like, "How the hell you know I was at Taco Bell?
What? What?
Aren't you at work on Wright-Patterson Air Force Base?" He's like, "Yeah." Well, how do you know I was at Taco Bell? Don't worry, I got eyes everywhere.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I saw what you did in the parking lot.
Everybody tells me.
I said, if you
everything.
saw what I did in the parking lot.
Yeah. See, Crystal hates liars. See, me too.
My irrational anger
That's
trigger
gaslighting.
is for some reason injuring myself in any little which way whatsoever.
Like your head.
The other would be shitty drivers. I don't know how to not get mad at shitty. Now the difference is I don't get mad at them. I just get mad in the car.
Yeah.
Like I never road rage or flip you off or anything unless you're flipping me off,
Right.
and then I'll give you the double finger salute followed by a thumbs up.
Okay, you're like, I'm confused. What language is this?
Your whispering gets me.
Oh,
Me?
irrational anger. I got
Yeah,
another one.
whispering.
Oh yeah, that
That's
he
how I know
claims-
it's going to be a bad day when I get up and Betty leans over and whispers something at me. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it just sets the tone for a whole day. I can barely hear.
I know.
I can barely hear. So you whisper at me and you think I heard this.
Because I have
Come on.
things I'm rambling
Come
about,
on.
and I just need to get them out, and I'm not proud of them. And
I'm kind of envious of that ability, Sean, just so you know. And most men would be.
Losing
and
your
you should
hearing?
never. Yes. I have lost a lot of hearing. There's tones I don't hear.
You're
You know
envious
the
of that?
commercial. Listen, you know the commercial where the Sparky and the smoke detector's going off?
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't hear that.
Yeah.
I don't hear that smoke detector at all.
Really?
It's not beeping low nowhere. I don't hear it at all.
Oh, that's because all the music in your ears all the time.
Right.
Listen to this. So we've got, yeah, exactly. Christy says lying to my face, and Bridget says when someone chews loud, that's her trigger.
And Katie feels you've gaslighted her.
That's gaslighting. Who? Me? Or
What's
him?
gaslighting?
I'm not sure.
That's gaslighting.
But I'm pretty sure you said it.
No,
I don't
think-
even know. By the way, that word is not allowed to be used on the Big Mama radio program. Gaslighting and narcissist. I know I do both. It's cool.
Why you're not a
I'm just
millennial? That's a millennial word. That's
Leave
I
Katie,
like, I like it.
Katie alone.
Messing
Katie, I'm
with
just
my
playing.
family. Yeah, Lee, that's a good one.
Oh, I got one. I got an angry trigger for you, and this is for me big time. When bikes think they're cars.
no, get out of the way.
Get out of the road.
Yeah.
And when there's a sidewalk and you think you're right and entitled to be in the middle of the road, Sometimes I just wish I had a beater I could just leave in a junkyard and not worry about the fact that I ran you off the road.
Oh my God.
I don't, and I wouldn't. But
we consider it every time.
it comes across my mind with your horrible bike riding.
Good thing I don't ride bikes.
And then if there's a bike
How
lane,
does
just for the
somebody-
record, I'd get in it.
How does somebody
Stay in it.
feel safe in Cape Coral riding your bicycle on the freaking road
How
with
do you
this
feel
traffic
safe riding
and
your
these
bike
people?
anywhere? You
These
know what's
people.
funny is
No way.
if I bought a motorcycle right now, at 25 friends, 25 friends would come up to me and be like, "Man,
You just triggered Katie.
You
See
buy
what
you buy a
did?
motorcycle right now, I'm gonna get a life
We love
insurance
you,
policy on you.
right." If I bought a motorcycle,
It's like a
right,
paycheck.
he would go, "Man, you be careful on that, bro. A lot of people die on that."
And sign
and
here.
then you would call me and tell me, "Oh man, make sure you're careful, wear your helmet." And then my dad would say something, and my wife would say, everybody would have a little opinion about being safe on a motorcycle. If I said I was picking up cross country biking, they'd be like, "Good for you."
Right?
That is amazing. I don't have the ability to get out of the way of anybody. I'm going
Do
to
you
get
have a
ran
Speedo?
over eventually. Like, that's the issue. Like,
And do it in a Speedo.
Spandex.
Yes, that's what it is. You got to be what is it? Aerodynamic? I don't know.
I bought-
I love motorcycles, but it's just a bad idea in
You
this
can't
town,
ride no damn
county, everything else.
motorcycle.
I can ride
You
whatever I
get
want.
injured just walking out into the driveway.
I rode motorcycles for years in this
'Cause you
town,
tripped
too.
me.
I had 2 motorcycles when I met Sarah. I had 2 in my garage. I had a Yamaha 600. No, Honda CBR 600 and a Kawasaki, old Kawasaki Z900, and we boarded out to 1100, almost an 1100, and it was custom all the way to the tilt.
Yeah.
And both of them were paid for, and they sat in my garage, and I rode. One was for like to show, and one was for like I'm trying to go to the grocery store and back. The big one, the old one, you could ride long distance. The little CBR 600, you couldn't ride long distance. The seat sucked. Like it was only made for short trips and a ride with your girl or something, right? It was all it was
Yeah.
made for. And I like them both. But at the same time, Sarah moved in. My oldest son and Hannah both moved in the day after. So Sarah was moving in, and then my 2 oldest kids moving in at the same time. One of them's 18, and I had to sell both bikes to buy furniture.
Wow.
I didn't have the ability to go buy that furniture, so I sold both bikes so I could buy new bedroom sets and everything for these kids.
I rode a jet ski once.
I love
That's-
motorcycles.
that's the
I
biggest
100% want to
extent
ride
I've
again, but
gone.
the motorcycle I want to ride today is not the motorcycle I used to ride. The motorcycle I want to ride today is like got
A
stereos.
tripod, or what do they call
I
it?
wouldn't ride a tricycle. I don't like those. Those
look
they're called
convenient.
trikes. I'm not riding them. I would ride a big Goldwing, a Honda Goldwing, or a big Harley with front
Yeah.
fairings and a stereo on it.
Go hang out with Big Mike. He's got like 6 in his
Right.
garage.
Most
He has
dangerous
6 bikes.
Yeah.
Big Mike, let's ride together. I want to borrow a bike,
He has
bro.
one that he named Black Betty.
He's got 6 motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does his wife ride?
she
ri-
rides on the back of his.
Yeah.
But she don't ride her own.
No,
No.
He's got 6, and he only.
He's got several different kinds of bikes for different things. Like he does cross country trips.
Yeah.
So he takes a certain bike for that, and then he does like little in Florida trips, and he takes a certain bike for that.
And he
He's got a
literally
nice
rides a
collection.
bike
He's got a
every
very
day
nice collection.
to work. He does every day.
I know he does. Huh?
Yeah.
And I gotta warn him because Jacksonville, Florida, is the most dangerous city to ride a motorcycle in.
Uh-oh. There you go.
Let's
Miami's
see.
on the
Let's
list.
There's Miami.
Boudique, the 505. I lived in Albuquerque. I've lived in Tampa. I almost got a job in Detroit. I lived in Memphis. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's not great there.
These are the worst places to own a
It's
motorcycle?
Minneapolis on
Most
there.
dangerous.
Dangerous.
The first place I ever bought a motorcycle was Minneapolis. I had a license forever, but the first time I ever bought one was in Minneapolis.
And it's the top 20. I don't see it on
No.
there.
That's the worst place to own a motorcycle. You can legitimately
Ohio's
only ride
in
it
there.
2 months. 2 months. You can ride it for 2 months. That's it. And then it goes back in your garage for the next 9.
Ohio
well,
made it
it's
a few
funny
times.
that any place up north would be on this list because that's true up there. Who's riding a motorcycle in the snow?
Well, they all come out at the same time, maybe.
Yeah,
That's
that
why.
could be.
Right.
Everybody comes out of their house for those 3 months and runs people on motorcycles over.
Right. Something like that.
If your personality was a cocktail, what would it be?
A pina colada. Well, actually, a Miami Vice. Because it's got pina colada and strawberry daiquiri together.
An old fashioned, for sure.
A Bloody Mary. Extra spicy.
That took things in a weird direction. You got to choose again.
Why? I'm spicy.
Spicy.
I'm spicy.
We just got throttled.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. We got to take a break anyway. Big Mama Radio. More Big Mama Radio coming up next. Hold on.
Everything is perfect here. And we're
It's
throttled
Facebook.
up.
Fosters teamwork and Ignite's lifelong passion for the game. Welcome to Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club. At the Florida Warriors, we believe in more than just teaching kids to skate. We're committed to developing strong, confident players who understand the value of teamwork, integrity, and dedication. Our program is about creating memories and friendships that last a lifetime, both on and off the ice. From high-quality training to building positive locker room culture, every part of our program is designed with one goal in mind, giving every child the chance to shine. Ready to get your child started? The Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club is open for kids as ages 6 to 18. Visit FloridaWarriorsHockey.com today for more information and to sign them up. Let your child discover the joy of hockey while learning lessons that will last a lifetime. At Florida Warriors, we live by our motto, honor, attitude, respect. Join us where the future of hockey and life begins. Florida Warriors Hockey, it's more than just a game.
Looking for a trusted local contractor that delivers hard work, transparency, and exceptional quality? Meet Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your go-to family-owned and operated experts in residential and commercial fencing services. At Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, we prioritize your satisfaction. No hidden fees, just unparalleled quality for your project. We're licensed, insured, and backed by extensive experience. Plus, we offer flexible financing options to suit your needs. Se habla español. Call us now at 239-264-5860 for a free estimate or visit qualityfencingofswfl.com to learn more about what sets Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida apart. So why settle for anything less? Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, the name you can trust for all of your fencing needs. Get in touch with us today. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, building boundaries, creating security, and exceeding expectation. Quality Fencing of Southwest Florida, your
When it
ultimate
comes to
fencing
building
solution.
a better community, there's one name that shines brightly, Titan Contracting. Not only are they masters of construction, but they also are dedicated to giving back to the very community they